Okay, I hope this is recording and I hope we're getting sound. I am using Gabe's camera today, so I actually have a microphone. Pretty cool, huh? So when you saw the title of this video, you probably thought, what in the world is she doing? Well, doing some research on tomatoes and planting them and helping them get a good start. One of the things that was suggested, and that was actually by Jess from Roots and Refuge, is putting an egg in with each tomato plant whenever you plant it. So what I decided to do is I'm going to take about 5 or 6 plants and I'm going to plant an egg, just a fresh chicken egg, in with those tomatoes. So we're going to start out with, if I don't lose my hat, my San Marzanos. Now San Marzanos are probably one of my favorite tomato plants. They make a wonderful paste tomato. And what we're going to do is we're going to pinch off these lower leaves and just leave this upper canopy. So we've got this long stem, and if you look, can you see the little teeny tiny hairs on there? All of that can form roots. Now I've never done this before, and I didn't even know you could do it. I know that tomatoes will, if I don't stake my tomatoes, they'll root along the ground as they spread out. They are kind of a vining plant. But I found out that if I plant them deeper, that's going to give them more root structure, so a stronger plant. So I'm just going to dig down here with my little trowel, and then I'm going to take it out of the container, loosen up the root ball just a little bit, and we're going to plant it. Looks like I should have brought my bigger shovel out here. Let's see if we can adjust this just a little bit for you guys. There we go, maybe. Okay, that way you can see more of what I'm doing and less of me, right? Okay, so I'm just going to dig down in, and probably about an 8-inch or so deep hole. And then we're going to place this down in here, and we're just going to fill it back in. Now, Jess says when you put the egg in, which I just almost forgot to put my egg in, which is the whole point, she cracks them, because one time she didn't, and she had a surprise when she went to pull her tomato plants up at the end of the season. So there we go. Now the other thing that you can also do, and I always do this, is Epsom salt, and I just sprinkle just a tiny little bit, maybe a tablespoon, along the upper surface of and we're expecting rain later, so the ground is still pretty wet. We actually had a good bit of rain, so I'm not going to worry about watering it at this point. There's plenty of moisture in the soil. The plants were well watered before we started. Actually, some of them have some brown spots on them because we got so much rain and they were sitting outside. They got too saturated. They had too much rain. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start planting the next set. And I'm going to space them about 18 inches or so apart. So probably about here. And what we have here for a trellis is a cattle panel. Show you that here. So what we'll do, and I'll show you how to do that later as they grow, we'll tie them onto the cattle panel and also prune them as they grow up along here. So we're just going to move right along to the next hole. Alright, well I'm going to get to finishing planting, and it's pretty windy, so I'm not even sure how the sound is going to turn out on this video, but thanks for coming by and checking out planting chicken eggs with our tomato seedlings, and we we'll definitely come back to this in a couple of weeks and see how they're doing. Y'all take care.